Hey guys, welcome back. I am Steele. If you are new here, welcome. I am so excited for today's video. I've been wanting to do this little experiment for myself. I thought I should be helpful and film it, and so you guys can also see the differences. I used to be a powder girl when I first started getting into makeup, because when I was watching YouTube tutorials and when I was doing my own research about makeup, I was learning that if you have oily skin or a combo skin, you need to have powder. Powder is the answer to your prayers. You need powder. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get myself some powder. You know, powder helps oil from coming through. It helps you stay matte. It hides your fine wrinkles. And yeah, all of those are and can be true, you know, depending on the brand of the powder it is and how finely milled the powder is. So since I have combination skin, mostly oily in my T-zone, I thought I needed to have powder as an everyday part of my makeup routine. Well, recently, I'm probably gonna say about 6 months ago, I started buying a lot more creams and liquids, and I fell in love with the outcome. I thought my skin looked so much better and so much more healthy. I had this glow that I didn't have with powders because powders mattify your face. I wanted to do this experiment today where I do half of my face using only cream products and the other half of my face using only powder products, with the exception of my foundation, which is going to be liquid. Now, even with my cream side, I do set my eyelid and a little bit underneath my eye with a little bit of powder, but that is it. The only powder that I'm living for is, of course, my bronzers. I love my bronzers. It is a deep connection that no one and nothing can come between. To start this off, I am going to prime my face like normal. I'm gonna prime both of my face. I'm gonna prime both sides of my face with the same exact primer, if I can find it. I'm gonna be priming my face with the Hangover Replenishing Primer. This is my favorite primer, my go-to primer, my primer. Okay, next I am going to use foundation. Again, I'm going to use foundation on both sides of my face. This is the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation in the shade LC1. This has been my go-to foundation. It looks so good on the skin and it lasts so long, and it has SPF 20 in it. I'm gonna blend that out with a Morphe sponge. For concealer, there's not a powder that's a concealer. Like, I have never come across a powdered formula concealer. That would be crazy, but I do not think it exists. So for this video, I will be concealing with a cream, and the powder side I will be concealing with liquid. Liquid and cream, it usually doesn't matter to me. Either one I'll use on a regular basis, but I'm first actually going to contour. It's gonna look a little weird at first with only one side of my face contoured. So this is the Highlight and Contour Face Duo Stick by Hard Candy. This has such a great formula. So I'm doing my forehead, side of my face, and my nose, and this side of my lip. I'm actually gonna blend that out with a brush. That's just what's easiest for me. And don't mind it, because Duke's got a hold of it when he was a puppy and he chewed the end of it, but it's okay, still functional. I'm gonna use it. And now I'm going to take the other end of that duo stick and highlight. So this will also act as my concealer. This is kind of hard to do, half of your face. The other side, I will be concealing with the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define concealer. This is in the shade C1. Okay, I'm taking a sponge for both sides. A cream obviously is more thick than a liquid concealer, but I actually don't have any troubles of creasing with this cream concealer, especially after I set it a little bit with powder right here. You can tell which side is more full coverage or which concealing method is more full coverage. I can already tell that this side of my face using the liquid concealer looks a lot more bright. I definitely like that part better already. Now I'm going to powder and set my face, the whole face on this side and just my eyelid and right here on the cream side. I'm gonna be using Milani Translucent Light to Medium powder. This is a loose powder. To set my eyelids, I'm going to take this Real Techniques setting brush and just dabble it in there. And then I'm gonna do a wee bit right here only. Okay, I'm gonna kind of carry this down more and kind of press it into the skin. Pressing it into the skin instead of just swiping it, that way your foundation and base underneath does not move at all. Then I'm gonna take the Morphe sponge and dip my powder in there. I have not baked since my wedding day. I'm saying that like it was so long ago. I'm gonna bake right here. And I'm just gonna kind of bake my whole face pretty much. Ooh, I'm so uncomfortable doing this. When I actually bake and put a lot of powder on my forehead like that, during the day, the powder settles into my forehead wrinkles. It just emphasizes them that much more. So I have actually strayed away from baking and setting my forehead. I usually just do right in the middle here because that's where like kind of like sweat builds up. That sounds kind of gross, but nature. Whew, I feel extremely matte. But you can just see that I still have like a natural skin glow on this side, whereas now this side's totally dull and matte. Let's keep going. I'm brushing off that bake that we did. I'm just kind of spreading out the powder all over my face with a big fluffy powder brush. For contour, for the left side of my face, which is the powder side, I'm gonna go in with the middle shade of the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster Palette. I'm gonna bronze also this side of the face. Green contour, I feel like can definitely serve as my contour and bronzer, so I usually don't add another bronzer on top of it unless I'm feeling extrally bronze that day. So for bronzer, I'm using this actually for the first time, and I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Oh, it is the Marc Jacobs Tantastic Omega Bronzer. I've been wanting this literally for a year, and I finally persuaded myself to get it. It was supposed to be limited edition last summer, but I guess it was a huge hit, and so they brought it back again this summer, and I'm so glad they did because I was able to get my hands on it. I just got out of breath. That was really exciting. Okay, let's see. I will do this in front of you. There is not that much kickback, which is lovely. It's a wonderful life. It is not the most pigmented bronzer out there, but I love that. It is one of the reasons why I love my butter bronzer, because I can really build it up instead of doing pigment overload at first. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it. Mwah. You guys, I'm telling you, it's worth it. Just don't look at the button when you put place order. Just do it. You'll get it in the mail. It's worth it. Actually, like I really want to put this on the other side of my face to even it out, but is that cheating because it's a powder? Yeah, it is cheating. It is cheating. I feel like I'm gonna like the powder side now more just because of the bronzer though. Okay, I know I already like this other side of my face now just because of the bronzer. It's so good. I'm actually gonna put on my face highlighter right now because I have been digging putting on highlighter first and then my blush to kind of blend it out more so it's not just like a streak of highlight. The blended life is for me. It is for me. This is the Flower Beauty Shimmer and Strobe highlighting palette. If you want a good bomb highlighting drugstore palette, girl, this is it. This is the one for you. And for this side of the face, I'm gonna be going in with the Mary Dumanizer by the Balm Cosmetics, and I'm gonna put that right on top. And I'll be blending that out with a beauty blender really quick like, because this ish dries fast, like ridiculously fast. I'm definitely not looking even, but that's okay. This is an experiment for a reason. Moving on to blush. I actually do not have a cream blush product, so I've actually never tried this before. I'm gonna try to do my cream blush with a lipstick. Should work, right? It's a creamy lipstick. This is a Milani Color Statement lipstick in the shade Pretty Natural. This is a pretty good lipstick. Used it a couple times, but I guess I'm just gonna dabble it on my cheeks. We'll see. Ooh, I hope this works, and try to blend that out with a beauty blender. Oh girl, it's working a little bit. Maybe I spoke too soon. Oh yeah, it's working. So yes, I usually do go in with a powder blush, even though I do use cream products. The lipstick doesn't smell bad either. Like, it almost smells berry and coconut. Yum. Can you like hear that? Where? Now for my powder side, this has been my favorite blush. It is so good. It is the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Berry Amour. I usually start at the back of my face and then I go forward. For brows, for the cream side, I'm gonna go in with a brow pomade. It's the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Taupe. I'm gonna use that for the cream side, and for my powder side, I'm gonna go in with a brow pencil. And at the end of both, I'm going to just set my brows with clear brow gel, because I do that regardless of the products on my face. Okay, how do I? Oh, I can use a Marc Jacobs mirror. That's what I can do. I can be bougie today. Only downside to brow pomades, they dry out pretty dang fast, so a lot of the times you have to just drop in face oil. I use the Physicians Formula Argan Oil, but just drop a little oil in there, kind of mix it around, and then it's good as new again. And I'm going in with the shade Taupe in the e.l.f. brow pencil. So they are both in the shade Taupe. The e.l.f. one, I think, looks a lot more natural than the brow pomade, but I almost still like the pomade side better. Some Essence Clear Brow Gel. I use this palette in a mini tutorial on my Instagram. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. This is the Nude Awakening from Wet n Wild. It's such a good palette. It's by far the most color payoff, most pigmented drugstore palette I have ever used, and let me tell you, I have used a lot. First transition shade, this is an Eco Tools brush. It's called a Defined Crease Brush. It's a pretty good little fluffy brush here. I'm just gonna do the same eye look on both sides of my face. I'm gonna go in with this glittery shade right here. Pop that all over my lid. Okay, I'm gonna take that same contour shade from that Hard Candy Duo stick, and I'm gonna place this right where I would put eyeshadow. Real Techniques brush, and I got it from an eye duo set. It's just a really stiff, dense brush, and I love it. Okay, and for the cream shimmer on this side of the eyelid, I'm gonna go in with the Catrice Liquid Metal Cream Eyeshadow. This is in the shade California Dreamin'. I've used this actually only twice, I think, just because cream eyeshadows are honestly really hard to work with, just because they dry down super fast, like ridiculously fast. That actually looks really cute. I should use this one more often. For mascara, I'm gonna go with the Tarte Lash Paint. Okay, so for the matte side, this is the Tarte Matte Lip Paint in the shade Exposed. that dry. That is such a good nude. Like every time I put it on, I love it. And then for the lip gloss, this is the Milani Amore Shine Liquid Lip Color, and this is in the shade Delight. Okay, so this is the finished look. This side is all cream. This side is all powders slash matte. Let's zoom in and get a true look and perspective on this and see which side we like better. This is the powder slash matte side. My forehead lines don't look so bad. This is the cream side. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I love the natural dewiness of my skin with the creams, but I love the coloring so much more on the powders. So I'm thinking if I would just do the cream contour, of course the liquid foundation, and then do, you know, the Marc Jacobs bronzer and my favorite blush, then I would love it. My pores around my nose more emphasized on the powder side than they are on the cream side. As for the lips, I definitely love glosses more. I love mattes when I know I'm not gonna have them on for a long amount of time. Woo, this video educated me. I learned a lot about myself and what looks better on my face. I highly recommend you try this out. Just see what looks better on your face. Find out if you're a powderholic or a creamholic. And if you are, try to branch out and try different kinds of products. That's what makes makeup so much fun. You can try it out, you don't like it, don't do it again. So I hope this is helpful and that you learned a lot. I know I did. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure to press that subscribe button and the post bell notification button. It seriously means so much to me. Thank you for all of the support you have showed me so far. I know I'm just getting started on this YouTube channel, so thank you so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.